This is probably the best Lazio team in history. The 2000-2001 season showed just how much quality they had. Coming off their title win in the previous season, which ended a 26-year wait for the league title, Lazio also added the Coppa Italia to complete a rare domestic double. What set this team apart was their forward-thinking approach to squad building. They blended homegrown talent like Alessandro Nesta and Pancaro with a core of international stars, including Crespo, Veron, and Simeone. And today they were playing Juventus, who had a star-studded team of their own. Zinedine Zidane, Antonio Conte, Alessandro Del Piero, Edwin van der Sar, Edgar Davids, Pippo Inzaghi, David Trezeguet are just a few of the names that were on the team sheet that day, and managed by Carlo Ancelotti. This was a game between two teams that were at the top of the table. Today, the focus is on Lazio. Let me show you how they played. A great team needs a strong spine, and at the base of that is the defense. Lazio had their captain and rock at the back, Alessandro Nesta, who defined composure and leadership. In midfield, they had Diego Simeone, the enforcer, who played exactly the way he demands from his Atletico team today, energetic, commanding, and physical. Stopping Zidane was critical. Zidane could easily control the entire game if not marked aggressively, and the midfield battle would be key. Dino Baggio was tasked with shadowing Zidane to nullify his creativity, while Simeone pressed high to disrupt Juventus' transitions. Lazio had to be aggressive, and Nesta led by example, winning duels ferociously and setting the tone for the rest of the team. It's fascinating to see Simeone versus Conte, two future managers battling it out in the middle of the park, both relentless and uncompromising. At the start of the game, Zidane seemed to find ways to bypass the pressure, creating small openings for Juventus. But suddenly, Simeone takes the ball away from Davids, triggering a Lazio counterattack. Crespo sprints wide, receives the ball, and crosses it perfectly. Nedved was free in the box and Lazio scores the opener. And to complete that strong core that we've been talking about, Nedved and Crespo, they were sharp, cohesive, and always ready to capitalize on any opportunity. The two that linked up for the goal would be heavily involved in this game. Juventus responded immediately, going on the attack, and a miscommunication at the back saw Conte with a clear chance to equalize. But Nesta pulled off an incredible goal line clearance to keep it 1-0. It was a well-placed shot, and Nesta really had to stretch and put his body on the line to keep his side up. As the game progressed, Lazio's link-up play improved, and Nedved was causing issues on the wing. Davids receives a yellow card for stepping on Nedved's foot. Quite unlucky, but fair. You could see Lazio's strategy. Crowd Zidane out in midfield to limit his influence, and it started to work. Zidane was forced deeper, leaving Del Piero isolated up front. Nesta continued to dominate defensively, clearing everything, whether aerially or on the ground. Inzaghi had a tough day at the office. The first half ended 1-0, with Ancelotti visibly frustrated on the sidelines. Then, just 20 seconds in, a quick break down the right flank saw Veron deliver a beautifully weighted pass to Crespo, who finished it expertly. Lazio doubles their lead. It was clear Lazio wanted it more. They were first to every 50-50 challenge, pressing Juventus relentlessly. Davids, frustrated, lunges into a tackle on Simeone and receives a second yellow card. Collina had no hesitation. What do you think? Did Simeone make a meal of it to get David sent off? Juventus tries to respond with 10 men. Zidane, finally breaking free from Baggio's shadow, drives forward, gliding past defenders before finding Del Piero. A moment of magic from the Juventus legends. Somehow Juventus is still alive and it's 2-1 now. Will the momentum be on their side? I will say Pancaro could have done much better defensively. He shows Del Piero on his strong right side, and of course he's going to cut in and score. But Lazio stays calm and immediately fights back. Simeone and Veron exchanged quick 1-2s to bypass their markers in midfield. The ball finds Nedved on the left wing. He glances up, spots Crespo in the box, who plays a return pass. Nedved takes an exceptional touch to beat his defender and smashes the ball into the roof of the net. That touch made the goal. It's a perfect example of being intentional with your first touch and knowing where you're headed. Nedved completely fooled the defender and made space for himself to get a shot in with his equally strong left foot. If they hadn't already, Lazio starts to get into the Juve's players' heads. Now they're trying to manage the game and draw fouls to maintain control. Collina has no choice but to give another yellow. Interestingly, he also gives a yellow to Poborski. Juventus starts to push players forward, and David Trezeguet, now on the pitch, unleashes a shot. Lazio is more than happy to let Juventus shoot from that far out. But as more players start to attack, Lazio now knows that they are even more vulnerable to counters. Stankovic, fresh off the bench, delivers a beautiful through ball, and Crespo finishes it clinically. Hernan Crespo's 16 goals in 20 games by this point showed why Lazio made him the most expensive signing in the world. And in the span of a few minutes, Trezeguet gets in trouble. First, a yellow card for this. But then, he gets a second yellow and a red card for an off-the-ball incident. Colina has no mercy and sends him off. And that's it. Final score, 4-1 to Lazio. This team wasn't just successful, they were a glimpse into the future of football. With a squad built on a perfect balance of local heroes and global stars, they set a new standard for ambition in Serie A. Their blend of style, grit, and talent made them unforgettable. What's your favorite memory of this iconic team? Let me know in the comments.